If you live anywhere near Massachusetts or Rhode Island, you know what an insane month February has been weather-wise for us. So I'm not necessarily sad to see this month pass. It was a good month otherwise. I did take a trip to San Francisco and I filmed a video with my sister, which I'm actually going to upload this coming week. So stay tuned for that. She was really excited to make a guest appearance on my channel, and I was kind of like, are you hooked now onto making beauty videos? And she was like, no, I don't have the patience for it, but I like to be the guest star. So I hope you guys show her a lot of love when I upload that video. We had a lot of fun filming it. Also, I just want to extend a big in-person or on video welcome to all of the new viewers and subscribers that I may have picked up from Ashley over at Makeup TIA's mention on her 5-minute face tag video, where she tagged me at the end of that video, and I'm so thankful because it drove some people over here, and it was just awesome to see a YouTuber that I've watched for years leave me a comment and tell me that she had stumbled on my videos and watched them and liked them. It felt like a surreal celebrity-ish moment, her talking to me. So Ashley, thank you so much. I'm going to film that tag sometime this week probably, so that'll be up sometime soon. So without further ado, let's get into February favorites. Okay, my other little random favorite before I get into the products are these hyacinths. I just picked them up yesterday and they perfume whatever room they're in. They're so amazing and they just make me think spring. Okay, also total side note, spring is like my least favorite season usually. For some reason, it's the hardest season for me to transition into. I tend to that's generally when I tend to get sick. I feel like my body goes a little bit haywire. I start developing like weird skin irritations and rashes, and my acupuncturist has to like work overtime to keep me in check and transitioning smoothly into the season. But because of the crazy winter, for the first time potentially ever, I'm really looking forward to spring. On to some products. I'll start with skincare because there have been a few new little things that have been introduced into my morning and nighttime skincare routine. The first is the Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator. So the reasons I love this are primarily for the fine mist that it spritzes. It's the finest mist dispenser that I've encountered in a toner. It also smells incredible. It kind of smells like marshmallows and vanilla. And there is organic vanilla bean extract in it, so I think that that's like what smells so good. But the combination of things in this is just incredible. It has, the first ingredient is aloe water, vitamin infused aloe water. And then it also has sunflower, coconut, grapeseed, and almond organic oils. And then it has herbal infusions of a bunch of different things. I got that at the Detox Market, and at the same time, I wanted to try one of these little Odacite or Odacite Pure Elements face oils. They make so many different ones of these, and I sort of had a hard time choosing which one I wanted to try first. I went with the Beryllium Lime Serum Concentrate, which is for sagging skin. I'm having like lots of anxieties about aging skin. I don't know, you just start to have anxiety about this kind of thing because we all want to look beautiful forever, right? The combination of Beryllium Lime just sounded really good to me, so I was like, internal guidance system intuition is working. I'm gonna pick up that one. It's really nice. It smells a little bit odd. I've gotten used to it. I tend to use it in the mornings because I find the lime scent to be very invigorating and uplifting. My skin has been significantly less dry this month, and I'm not exactly sure what to attribute it to. I don't think I would necessarily attribute it to this, but whatever combination of products I'm using right now seems to really be keeping my dry skin at bay. So Irma's Hippie, if any of you follow her amazing beauty blog, she had done a review of her top Odacite face oils. So if I can find it, I'll link it down below for you to check out. So while the skin on my face has been staying relatively well moisturized, the skin on my hands has been a completely other story. It has been a mess. I know you can relate if you live in a cold weather climate. I had one of these Deep Steep Dead Sea Salt hand scrubs that I've had for about a year. I think I picked it up last winter. I busted this out from underneath my sink and have been using it at night to give my hands just like a really good scrub. And what I like about this is that it leaves a film on your skin. It kind of exfoliates and gives an initial layer of moisture, and then I've been slathering my hands in a hand lotion, and the two that live by my bed right now are the Pi Frangonia and Sea Buckthorn Instant Hand Therapy Cream and the 100% pure French Lavender Hand Butter Cream. Love this one. This is my second or third bottle of this. I'm about this one. It came in a Petit Vour box, and I'm using it because I think it's okay. I don't think it's fantastic. I don't think it's horrible. The scent is light. It kind of smells like a baby. I don't know. To me, it just smells like a baby's head or something like that. I have two little makeup things that I've been loving all month. The first is actually what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. It's the Tarte Shimmering Bronze Cream Eyeshadow. And this was a Viviana Does Makeup inspired purchase, I think last year. She's the queen of the bronze taupe pewter cream eyeshadow, smoked out Olsen-esque eye look. So I really like the color of this. The formula doesn't last super long on me. I actually wore it yesterday, and by the end of the day, like less than half of what I had put on in the morning was still on my eyes, and that was with an eye primer. So I'll do a little swatch for you. So that's kind of what it looks like. And so I definitely want more long-lasting cream eyeshadows, which is really, really hard to find with natural ones. So I'm actually taking someone's advice that left me a comment that I should do a wish list video. So that's coming up as well. And on the wish list for sure is going to be one of the By Terry Ombre Black Stars, which if you watch beauty videos, I'm sure you've heard about. People are absolutely obsessed with them. And the ingredients are not atrocious. I think that they rank a 2 on the EWG. Obviously not a natural brand, but they're low toxin, so. And then this is a repeat from last month, and I'm mentioning it again because I'm so obsessed with it. It's the Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara, and I also talk about this in the video that I did with my sister. I have not been this in love with a mascara maybe in my entire life. I know that's a huge endorsement, and I also know I'm only using a small size of it, and I've been using it for about a month, but I just think it's so good. It's so amazing as my second mascara. Whatever I lay down first, I kind of get a good base going, and then combing through the lashes up. And then my other little technique for using this, it's going to be hard to describe. I lay the wand on top of my lashes and roll it out, so it's coating the bottom and the top of the lashes. I feel like it gives my lashes so much like chunk and volume, and they can look a little clumpy, but I personally don't really mind. And if they look too clumpy, I'll just comb through them with a fine-toothed lash comb. I don't know. I just think this is amazing. I'm definitely getting a full size. Since February is the month of love, the month when we publicly celebrate love, I have sort of a little trifecta of love-related products that it's just a coincidence. I think that I've been using them during the month of February, or maybe not. I don't really believe in coincidences. I think everything is happening as it's supposed to. Anyway, the first you would have seen, I can't remember in what video I've talked about this. It's my Aloha Bay Chakra Energy Candle in Love. And you can see I'm almost done with it. And I burn this every night. It has essential oils of cedar, spruce, and rosemary. I really am totally enjoying this candle. Vitacost now carries this line. I've also been taking some Alexis Smart Flower Remedies right now. This is the Wholehearted formula. I've taken Alexis Smart in the past. Last year I took a bottle of Soul Purpose when I was in a horrible fucking job. It was so bad. I worked for a complete sociopathic narcissist, and it was a nightmare. So, and that formula really did help. I was looking for a new job and kind of trying to figure out what direction I wanted to go in, and I felt like it gave me kind of some clarity and direction. This formula is for kind of dealing with past emotional issues, and not even kind of recent, but the emotional traumas and things that we store throughout our lives that kind of disrupt our heart center, basically. These are kind of like a Luxer version of box remedies, and I'm a really big fan of her formulas. And then also in the same Detox Market order, I picked up a bottle of the Lotus Way Infinite Love Mist. This is the second or third bottle of this I've had. This is my favorite formula that Lotus Way makes. I've tried all the mists and all the serums, and the Infinite Love scent is just so nice. This is sort of, you can use it as kind of a face refresher or just kind of a energy aura refresh during the day. So it's just really, really nice. It kind of instantly shifts your mood and changes your vibrations and things like that. Okay, I have a few little noshing favorites, and I don't talk about food a lot on my channel except like in my Whole Foods grocery shopping videos, but this is like too good to not tell you guys about. This is the Sprouted Almonds Original Gourmet Sprouted Almond Butter. So a friend actually gave me this because she ordered it by accident and is allergic to almonds, and she was like, if you want it, you can totally have it. So it's so good. The benefits of consuming sprouted nuts or sprouted nut butters is that they're easier to digest. So soaking and sprouting is really, really a big practice in the traditional foods world. I've done it way in the past. I don't really have time to like sprout my own shit these days, but thankfully there are companies that will do it for you if you're willing to pay a premium. I do think that this is carried on VitaCost, so when I run out of this, I will definitely be ordering it. It's just the best almond butter I've ever tried. And then the other thing is a chocolate brand. Lake Champlain Chocolates is so good. I got the Spicy Aztec bar and the Peruvian Dark, and it's just some of the most like delicious chocolate I've ever had. I love spicy chocolate, and this one has pepitas or pumpkin seeds in it. It also has cayenne and cinnamon, 57% cocoa, and the Peruvian Dark is a 70%, just has a really complex, deep flavor, and I'm gonna go pick up 2 more of these at my next grocery shopping trip. Okay, I have a couple of exercise favorites. The first are these exercise bands. I actually don't know what these are called. So this guy at the gym that I work out at, he's like a retired fire chief, befriended me at the gym, and I would see him using these, and he would come over and be like, are you making fun of me doing my exercise bands? And he was just like coming over to shoot the shit. And the gym that I work out at, or one of the ones I work out at, has like a very large geriatric population, and they all are like, it's so funny. They're so impressed with my lunges and my squats, and they're just like, I'm sure they're like, oh, that young whippersnapper and her crazy gym moves. The other gym I go to is much more like my demographic. Anyway, this really nice guy like insisted that I try the bands, and then he brought me in my own set of bands. So these were actually gifted to me by my gym friend. And I think that they're used a lot in physical therapy. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube about how to use these, but you can use one or both. You put them above your knees or around your ankles, and they're like a resistance band. Is what I really like about them is that they work small muscles that I wouldn't be working otherwise. I'll do kind of like a sideways walking lunge with the band around my knees and then with the band around my ankles. And then the other thing at the gym that I've been doing a lot and loving are TRX bands. TRX stands for Total Body Resistance Exercise, and they're basically suspension bands that you use your body weight to do lots of different exercises on. Again, there are just lots of YouTube videos. If you type TRX exercises for women, there's like full body workouts that you can do. I particularly like to use the TRX bands for working my hamstrings and my glutes. I'll do like a bridge pose on the TRX bands, and then another one of my recent favorites is to do kind of like an ab crunch. So you're on all fours and you put your feet in the bands behind you and you crunch forward with like your hands in kind of a push-up position. I'm a big fan of body weight resistance training because it's low impact but also proportional to your own size. For those that don't know, if you're new to my channel, I DJ as well. I've DJ'd on and off since 2006, and it's a huge part of music in general is a huge part of my life, and one of my big, in addition to YouTube, it's like my other big creative endeavor. And also I do have like a full-time day job. So I'm like a true Gemini. I have like my academic intellectual pursuits, and then I have my creative pursuits. So DJing is one of them. I had heard about, but really discovered this month, a duo called Benoit and Sergio. They, to me, sound kind of super 80s. So if you are into like Depeche Mode or just like 80s sounding vocals, electronic dance music, that's what they sound like to me, and it's really, really fun. In particular, my favorite track is called Boy Trouble. Both the original and the Vision Quest remix are really, really good. The other track that I've had on super heavy rotation comes from a female vocalist, I think she's Irish, named Roisin Murphy. And she used to be part of a duo called Moloko, who I knew about years ago. So her vocals have been picked up by other producers and DJs that I really like, people like Chopstick and John John. She has a new track coming out on the Crosstown Rebels label, which I totally love. She's been remixed by Joey Negro, Maxi Sound System, lots of good stuff. So the one track called Look Around You, the Chopstick and John John remix, it's beyond. It's so good. It's one of those ones where it's just been on repeat in my car for the last like 2 or 3 weeks since I found it, basically. And then lastly, I'll just give another quick mention to a DJ producer who I've loved for a really long time but have been rediscovering his music this month, Charles Webster. I love his production so much, and he just remixed a couple tracks for a new release by an artist called Guti, and I guess has started this new label called Rompe Corazones, which means broken hearts, which I don't know, it just seems like a really cool branding of a label. And he just had an album come out by that name, and Charles Webster remixed some tracks on it, and they're so good. I'm rambling so much about music at this point just because it's like a forefront of my mind, and I have like some CDs to go burn and prep for some gigs, but I'm gonna zip the lips now with music. So that's it for another monthly favorites installment. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I've been loving this month, and here is to brighter days, less snow, and a beautiful New England spring, because God knows we all need it. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Definitely leave me a comment and let me know the products that you've been loving this month, or if you've tried any of the things I mentioned here. I'll upload the video that I did with my sister later in the week, so I hope you guys will check that out. Thank you as always for liking and commenting and subscribing, and I'll see you guys really soon. Bye.